Hey Lords, I keep doing this. I think it is so near the end of the thing. I'm going to need to send you to Stephen. And the reason is while you do have a lot of APA issues, your larger issue is going to be your writing style. And that's something you need to work with him on because you don't have transitions, your sentences don't have structure. What it looks like, and this may be the feedback you receive, is you're just connecting sentences from things that you read. Like you don't connect them together and make a summation or introduce why these things are important. And I believe Stephen is going to be able to provide you with the magic sauce to bring that together. While you're here with me, I just want to let you know, instead of using the parentheses with the acronyms inside, spell out those pieces for your title. Also here for this, I guess this was the subtitle piece. In APA, the rule is that you set your acronyms up. So when you say this and you put it in parentheses CBT, and now you say this and you put parentheses MBCT, from now on, in the place of cognitive behavior therapy, you will only put CBT, and in the place of this, you will only put MBCT. So you set it up early, and then you'll be able to put it out through your paper. You did not do that. You kind of jump back and forth, but all the points in your paper where it says cognitive behavior therapy, you need to go through and change them to this, and any place you have this, you need to say MBCT without the parentheses, because in your first paragraph, if you write it like this, you have it set up. The first thing you did when we came out of the gate was you had 6 authors, and there's a breakdown for both references and in-text citations. It's 5 authors go to et al. There's actually, I'm going to send you a link that has the whole thing, because it's not always that simple. And so you don't need to have that whole line of names. It's too many, and their expectation is that it looks like this when you're using it in the sentence. So I took that out, and I turned it into CBT only, and then I took your quote. The period always goes at the end of the parentheses. It doesn't go here, and you have done that consistently through your paper. Let me go here. Here you have a period. The quotation does go with the quote, but the period goes at the end of the parenthesis. And you don't put a period here and here. You don't double it. You just put one at the end. Here, you see how you did this? All you have to do is CBT. CBT. And you don't need this if you have this, or you'll do it like that. You know what I mean? You don't have to do both of these. You do this style here, or you do this style. But even this would be, bring it back, et al, period, comma, like so, because it's 6 authors, and would look like this. And if you go to this link that I put up here, this will give you that example. It also would be in your blue manual, your 6th edition. Here was just another snippet I took out. You don't need to put the period there. You put it at the end. If you're using this style, again, we're just going to bring it back. Et al, period, and comma, year, in parenthesis, period. No double period, just here. I'm going to highlight these because this is really important. Consistently in your paper, when you look, you'll see that you did this almost every single time. And sometimes you had 2 periods, and it goes at the end of the parenthesis, not here. But if you have a quote, the quote goes with the quote, and the parenthesis ends with a period. So I'm going to look at your references. I kind of took these out. I'm going to type in references, and I'm going to go through these individually. First of all, you have your formatting's off, and this is how you fix it. I just did a few of these, not every single one. Go to paragraph, and you need to have double space, and you need the hanging indent. And then it looks like somehow I got it back left justified. That might have been me. References is never in bold. It is centered. I'll take that out. And your pieces are alphabetized, which is correct. We'll just go through this. In your title, nothing is capitalized. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Nothing is capitalized except for the first word, a word following a colon, and a proper noun phrase, or a proper noun, like a name. So I'm going to fix this. So what I did was I took out all the capitals before the colon and just the breaking is capitalized. Cognitive behavior therapy does appear to be a proper noun phrase, so I kept that, but even if this was whatever this word here, that word would have been capitalized, and the rest of this did not need capitalization. Your next thing is going to be the name of your journal. You do have it italicized, which is correct, ends with a comma. Volume number is italicized. Issue number, getting an ending page number, that is correct. And this is awkward. I'm going to show you how to fix that. This is a page called crossref.org. You're going to see the part that says search metadata, and you're going to put in a lot of the title into this and do a little search and look for this piece by Bakhtin. And this is it. You're going to take this. APA prefers to have the digital object identifier. Between the year 2010 and March, I think, of last year, they changed the way they did the DOIs, but this is the best way to get a hold of them. Sometimes they're actually in the PDF or they're somehow reflected in the piece, but if you're doing a copy and paste from the database, it doesn't really happen. And I'm going to see if it's just going to let me put words, and that's not what I wanted to do. Hang on, and I'll just take that out and remove hyperlink. I'm going to change it to black. Okay, so we fixed that one, and it ends with a DOI, which is appropriate. Retrieve from, and that's how it should appear. So this looks good, the therapeutic relationship. The title needs to be changed. Nothing should be capitalized here except for the cognitive behavioral therapy, and we need to check that spelling. A should be capitalized and nothing else. The next thing is European Journal. This is title case. That is correct. Our volume number is italicized, as is the journal title. Issue number, beginning and ending page number, and we have this. Now, EBSCO did try to fix it so that it ends up looking like this, but do you see what happened? They bring in this phrase, and it has to do with how the proxy is set up. So if you go and get rid of that, you'll see it looks just like this, and it is ready to roll. Can we remove this hyperlink? We are trying to remove the hyperlink, and so it's just formatting. Okay. So I went into there and I changed the capitalization, so only the first word is capitalized, the proper noun phrase is capitalized, the word following the colon is capitalized, and nothing else is. And everything else looks good. Now we have last name, first initials, everything's going good. We have the Oxford comma in front of the ampersand because the ampersand is used in the in-text citations and also in the references. We have the year, it's in parentheses, ends with a period. Oh, and look at this. This title is correct. Nothing is capitalized except for the first word. We have the journal title. It is in italics in title case. Volume number is here. Issue number, beginning and ending page number. The only problem that we have here is this section I'm getting rid of. I'm bringing the 10 up to the .org because that was just a carryover error from that. Okay, we see this one, blah, blah, blah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2011 ends with a period. The effects of, we're going to have to change the title. Nothing should be capitalized here but the, because this talks about cognitive therapy as a group of things, not the thing that's named here, as I understand it this time anyway. And this is not right, so I'll try to take all of this and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go over here to Crossref. And when I'm doing mine, I usually will I will just do all the references at one time and fix them, so that I go through and I fix the titles and I fix this and I go through and I have Crossref open and I'm going through to fix all that. And is that my author, Jacobson, and all this? Yes. So I'm going to take this, copy, because that's my digital object identifier, which APA would like me to end this with. This has no meaning at all. It's just something from a subscription database. A person could not use it to find it, for example. And I'm going to take out all the formatting. So it looks like that. I'm going to fix the spelling, excuse me, the capitalization. Okay, I fixed the title, and that is how it should appear. Now let's look at this next example. Blah, blah, blah. We have this. We have the title. Nothing should be capitalized but the first word, a word following the colon. So I'm going to fix this to current. The title of the journal article and the volume number is not italicized. So we're going to fix that. It has beginning and ending page numbers, and it has a DOI. This DOI and this one are currently both correct according to the APA blog style. We're actually using both of these at this time, but probably with the next edition, this will be the standard. But right now, this version and this version is acceptable. As you can see, crossrev.org has already moved over to this version, and it's perfectly easy to copy and correct. So I didn't fix everything in your references. I just fixed these. I'm going to send it back to you, and I think this will help you out with the rest of them. If it does not, let me know. I do work one more day, 9 to 6 on Thursday. I would be glad to look at anything you've done and try to help you out. Thanks. This is Rhonda.